So what we're gonna do is basically use Chat GPT to get a structured rollout for Super Red. Make sure I got the stream up. All right, so we're looking at about. Let me see. Let me pull up the beats. Actually, I could probably plug the computer in. Let me see if I can plug this computer in as well. Just Bluetooth off real quick. I don't even see it. Alright, so we just take it step by step. First thing we need to do is get a price list out. So we got 7 beats. Okay. Mute this. I can just turn it down, I guess. All right. So we got 7 beats. Let's go to BeatStars. What's going on here? Turn the brightness up a little bit. I don't even really need to sign in. We just go to his beats. Actually, let's go to YouTube. This will be easier. Just go straight to his beats. Let's go to meditations. Get on Bandcamp. Capitalism is in free fall. Ridiculous inequality, mental illness, and widespread violence is the status quo. But at the same time, capitalism creates its own grave diggers, which contain the seeds of a new socialist society. Solidarity within the working class, as well as individual and collective resilience, is essential. The only thing that's constant in life is change itself. This is a short beat tape that I assembled about decaying capitalism. Man, that's deep, yo. Shout out to Red Band. So he got name your price. He got name your price on Bandcamp. Interesting. So you got, let's see, you got perspective, hydrochloric acid, static field, and dying day. All came out in November 2023. What about hmm, okay. Let's just say they $100 a pop. Cause I know just getting the MP3s was 25. So let's just say the exclusive you want $100 a pop. That's $700. Right? Okay. And then we spend an hour on each beat to drop quality vocals. That's 55 per hour, 7 hours, which equals or 7 times 55. I could have did it in my head trying to find a calculator app. $385. So right now we already at $1,085. Okay. So this is with me purchasing the beats outright, all exclusive, and then me spending an hour recording each song. Actually, I think I want to keep nobody's checking the way it is, but we just gonna say for the sake of budgeting, having more than what we need versus not having enough. All right, so that's 1085, and then we need to get each song mixed and mastered, which is another 100 per song. Which is another $700. So right now we're sitting at $1,785. $1,785. Okay. So now we got every beat exclusively. We dropped our vocals on every song, and we got every song mixed and mastered. It's pretty much $2,000, and the project is done. We already wrote all the lyrics. We are all our cadences, all our melodies, everything. The project is completely done for $2,000. Not bad. Um, so we got the fundraiser version, which is complete. We got the Band Lab Rat Pack, which is complete, and we got the Super Pyro preview. So if I'm selling an hour's worth of music for $1 a pop, three separate projects, including the Super Red fundraiser version, I would need to sell it to 1,785 people in order to get Super Red completely finished. Not bad. Mix and master, hour per song, 7 beats. Now, what would be the next step? It'd be getting the music completely registered, and that would be um, some more funds and a lot more paperwork. So let's go to chat. Okay, so I'm working on a new project titled Super Red, fully produced by Red Band Music. It's gonna be 7 tracks, and each track will cost me $700. I'm sorry, each track will cost $100, or each instrumental will cost $100 to purchase. It's 7 instrumentals, so right now we have $700, and then it's gonna cost me $55 per hour per song to get each song the way I want it. So that'll be another $385. So now that totals up to $1,085. Then, in order to get the songs to sound the way I want them, I'm going to get a mix and master, which is $100 per song. 7 songs, that's another $700. So that'll total up to $1,785. Now, the question is, with the music being completely finished and sounding the way I want it, what will be the direct next step for me? It looked like my phone turned off. I didn't catch any of that. Maybe I should download the app. And for the sake of it being live, I'm gonna just download the app. It's that way I can just get direct answers. we're gonna go into talking mode. What up, chat?
Hey, what's up? Good to hear from you. Let me know what's on your mind or what you want to dive into today.
I'm working on a new music project, and I need some help with the rollout. And I'm working on the budget right now. I need your help with that too.
Absolutely, let's do it. So, we can definitely talk about the rollout plan and dive into the budget side of things. Just let me know what kind of vibe you're aiming for with this project and what sort of budget details you want to break down. We'll get it all sorted out together.
The vibe is old school hip hop with new school lyrics, and the budget right now I'm looking at about $2,000, but we can break that down later.
Got it. That sounds like a really cool fusion. So, an old school hip hop feel with some modern lyrical twists. We can definitely shape a rollout that matches that vibe. And as for the budget, no worries, we can break it down step by step once we get into the details. Let's just start mapping out the key elements of the rollout, like when you want to drop teasers, any visuals you're thinking of, and how you want to build up the hype. We'll make it all fit that budget and that style.
Okay. So first things first, I want to make sure that the producer is on board and get an actual price plan.
Absolutely, that's a great starting point. So we'll line up a conversation with your producer to lock in their rate and just make sure everyone's on the same page budget wise. Once we have that piece of the puzzle, we can figure out how to allocate the rest, like for promo, visuals, any distribution costs, and so on. But yeah, let's get that producer chat lined up first, and then we'll keep building from there.
Okay, so I don't have an exact price. Hold on one second. Hey, what's up, Mark? What's
No
going on?
problem at all. Take your time.
What up,
We can
Dwayne? You
definitely sort
alright?
out the
Yeah,
exact
I'm alright.
numbers once you
Hold on
have
one
them.
second.
Just let me know when you're ready,
What you
and
up
we'll
to?
pick up
Hold
right
on
where
one
we
second.
left off.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Ain't know what you up to this morning.
About to go out here and where we about to go, Joe? Sam's Club. About to go to Sam's Club with Johnny real quick.
Oh, okay.
What you got going on?
Hit me back later. I'm gonna go check on the funeral. I know I just did it was Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. Go check on that and then a few other places real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, hit me up.
All right. I'll meet you later.
Okay.
All right.
Alright. See.
Yep. All right. Okay. So far, it's 7 beats on the project. Each beat will cost $100 to get the exclusive rights, and this is an estimate. I haven't locked it in with the producer yet. I also want to use 1 hour studio time for each song to get it sounding the way I want, as far as lyrical delivery and melodies and all that stuff. So that'll be $55 per song. See, now it's checking up. Hold up, cuz. All right, sorry about that. So, it's 7 beats in the project. Each beat will cost $100 for the exclusive rights, and I haven't confirmed that with the producer yet, but I'm just assuming for right now. I also want to use 1 hour studio time for each song. 7 songs, $55 per hour at the studio, so that's another $385. And I also want to get each song mixed and mastered, which will cost $100 per song. So with 7 songs, $100 each, that's another $700. And so far, we sitting at 1,785 for the project to be uh, completed fully, musically, sonically, lyrically, all of that.
Perfect. That actually makes it super clear. So we're looking at about 1,785 for the full music production side, beat studio time, mixing and mastering. That leaves you with a little over $200 left in your total $2,000 budget for the rollout extras. So we can definitely work with that to get some promo elements in place, like maybe some low-cost visuals or social media teasers. We can brainstorm some cost-effective ideas that still mesh that old school vibe. And if anything changes once you confirm with the producer, we can always adjust the plan.
Actually, 2,000 wasn't the budget. I was just uh, stating the number overall, seeing as I already did the math. It's not a $2,000 cap budget. Mainly for the reason being that I already finished uh, some of the music to sound the way kind of how I wanted to sound, like the direction I wanted to go to. And I titled that the fundraiser project. So basically, what I have is I have a solid project to sell, a music project to sell. Was going to have actually 3 different projects on it, and I'm gonna use WeTransfer to get the files out to whoever wants to purchase it. Also, I was gonna use PayPal um, to have it to where they name their own price, they purchase the product, they get 3 different projects all in one file, and they can split it, of course, and then they'll have an hour's worth of music to listen to, as well as be entered into some kind of draw to where they can own some of the music after I recoup on the funds that I need to build up for the new project.
Ah, gotcha. That's actually a really clever approach. So it's more like a fundraising bundle where people can name their price, get a collection of your projects, and then be part of a draw to maybe own some of the music rights once you hit your funding goal. That's a cool way to engage your audience and let them support you at whatever level they can. So since there's no hard cap on the budget and you've got a plan to basically sell this fundraiser project to generate the funds, we can totally focus on making that rollout as smooth and appealing as possible. We can think about how you want to market it, how to get the word out using WeTransfer and PayPal, and just make it really easy and attractive for your fans to jump on board. Let's craft that up.
Okay, so with the music being done at 1785, and I'm having this tangible item to sell, what should my approach be? Should I just start reaching out to people online through social media? How should I approach this situation?
Absolutely. So with the music sign basically set at 1785 and this cool bundle ready to go, I say definitely leverage your social media presence. You can start by teasing it on platforms where you already have followers, whether that's Instagram, TikTok, or wherever you get the most engagement. Let people know something special is coming and build a little anticipation. Then you can do a straightforward and awesome post explaining the fundraiser concept. Like, hey, you can name your price for this exclusive 3 project bundle, get a ton of music, and also get a chance to own part of the music later on. Make it feel like a win-win for your fans. You can also consider doing some short video clips to explain the deal, show a bit of behind the scenes, or even preview a track or two to get people excited. And definitely make it super easy for them to follow through. Like a clear link to PayPal and WeTransfer so they can purchase and download without any hassle. Yeah, I'd say just run with that plan. Use your social media to build up that buzz, make it easy and fun for people to jump in, and before you know it, you'll have folks supporting the project and helping you reach that next goal. Sounds like an awesome plan.
Okay, how should I tease the new music?
Teasing the new music is all about giving people just enough to get them excited. So you could drop a few short snippets on your Instagram stories or TikTok, maybe like 15, 30 seconds of a hook or a verse that really represents that old school vibe you're mixing with new school lyrics. You can also do a little behind the scenes video, like you talking about the project, showing a bit of the creator process, or even just vibing out in the studio. That way, PD feel connected and curious about what's coming. And of course, a countdown can be fun. Like if you say, hey, in 3 days, I'm dropping something special, and just build up a little suspense. Overall, just keep it light, have fun with it, and let people get those sneak peeks that make them want more.
What about promo? Like paying for actual promo?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're looking at pay promo, you've got a few solid routes you can go. For instance, you could consider running some targeted ads on platforms like Instagram or Facebook, just to get your teaser in front of a wider audience that's into your style of music. You can also look into partnering with a few music blogs or hip hop influencers who do shout outs or features. Sometimes a small fee there can help you reach people who are already tuned into the kind of music you make. And if you want to keep it really budget friendly, even just a small boost on one or two social posts can help get more eyes on your teaser. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're comfortable spending a little to get a nice return in interest and support.
Okay. Who would you say is my target audience?
Well, thinking about your style, mixing that old school hip hop vibe with new school lyrics and your overall mission, your target audience is probably a blend of a few groups. You'll likely appeal to fans of classic hip hop who appreciate that golden era sound, but also younger listeners who dig fresh, meaningful lyrics and modern twists. You've also got that entrepreneurial, community focused angle, so you might resonate with people who appreciate independent artists and that DIY spirit. Basically, you're aiming at folks who love hip hop with substance and who vibe with your message and creativity. So think hip hop heads who love both the throwback feel and new energy, plus anyone who supports independent artistry.
Okay. What about doing live performances?
Oh, yeah, live performances can be a fantastic way to hype up your project. It's a chance to connect directly with your audience and let them feel that energy in real time. You could do something like a virtual live session on Instagram or YouTube, perform a couple of tracks, talk about the project, and even do a Q&A with viewers. If you're up for it and have local venues in mind, you could also plan a small live show or a listening party. Even a small in-person event create a lot of buzz and give people a memorable experience around your music. So yeah, live performances, whether virtual or in person, can definitely be a powerful part of your rollout.
How do I find live venues to perform?
Yeah, for sure. Finding live venues can be a fun part of the journey. A good starting point is to look at local spots that host hip hop nights or open mics, places that already vibe with your style of music. You can reach out to them directly, maybe send them a sample of your work, or even just drop by and introduce yourself. Networking is huge here. If you know other artists or promoters in your area, definitely tap into those connections. And don't forget about smaller venues like coffee shops, community centers, or even pop up events. Sometimes those intimate spots can be just as impactful. And if you want, you can always start with a virtual live set and then expand from there. Just put yourself out there and see what opportunities open up.
Is it a way that I can have the fundraiser projects in my PayPal to where I can set up a password that um, like DJs and venue owners who I want to get the music for free? Is it a way I can set up a password where they can get that for free through PayPal?
Yeah, so with PayPal specifically, there's not a built-in password system like that for distributing files directly. But you can definitely create a workaround. One easy way is to use a file sharing service like Google Drive or Dropbox, where you upload the fundraiser projects and then just share a special link with those DJs or venue winners. We can basically set up a private link and then just give them the password or instructions they need to access it. So after they confirm who they are, you can just say, hey, here's a link to download the projects for free. And that way you control who gets access without having to set up something directly in PayPal. It's a pretty straightforward way to handle it.
Okay. So last time I tried to do this on PayPal, they wanted a couple images to, I guess, represent the tangibility of the project. So whenever who the customer downloaded it, they will also get these images to correlate with the file. and I was struggling on finding the correct images or um, finding the right images to add to this file. So, what you think I should do?
Oh, I get you. Yeah, PayPal sometimes wants a kind of visual representation if you're selling a digital product, just to give people a sense of what they're getting. In that case, you could create a simple cover image or a mock-up that represents the fundraiser project. Think of it like an album cover or a digital flyer that shows the project's title, maybe a cool graphic that matches your vibe, and any relevant details. If you need a hand design in it, you can use something like Canva to whip up a quick professional-looking image. That way, when people download the music, they also get this nice visual that ties everything together. Doesn't have to be super complicated, just something that looks good and represents the project.
Okay. All right. So that was a pretty straightforward conversation. Didn't really say too much I didn't already know or wasn't thinking about. I think the next step is to take some real action and to actually get this project, the digital product, up and running through PayPal, so I can have it to where people can pay what they want and they can get the music. The music has already been distributed to a couple of close individuals to me, my family members, close friends. We had a good listening session the other day at um, Sideways Studio, so I think it's actually time to make this digital product. So let me go ahead and get the computer and then we can get it popping. Yeah, go ahead and clip the mic on myself, so that way I won't have to one hand Dan it. Shout out to One Hand Dan. No hand Dan. That's right. Yeah, no hands. Jeez. Come on now. I think he went in. Second screen only. Oh no, that's happening. Gonna get it together, y'all. Leave that up until that's kind of cool. What the fuck? Oh, shorty cheeks is crazy. Wow. Oh, that was alright. Now she wanna act fast. All right. Guess it's just no sun. All right. Here we go. So oh, it's definitely sun. I'm gonna do extend. That way I can work both. Okay. So what we want to do now is create the actual product that can be purchased through PayPal. And I'll have, should I do it through? Nah, because that's a third party. About to say if I do it through Bandcamp, they're gonna take a little portion or whatever. I think PayPal will too though. I probably need to just go ahead and create a website. I think PayPal should be straight though. How can I make it to where I could just sell something and just come straight to me? Can I do it on Cash App? We about to see. Actually, let me go ahead and duplicate so y'all can just see what I see. Let's go to Cash App. And see if it'll let us just straight up sell something like PayPal would. You know what? No. That's because we know we can do it with PayPal. We're not even gonna test the waters. We know it's possible with PayPal. We've done it before. We're gonna go Supernova Productions. Or should we go Supernova Juno? We go Supernova Juno. Yep. Yep, whatever that is. Please excuse me, all this 'cause this computer is very old, but we're getting through it. All right, so boom, Supernova Productions. We're going to make I guess we should go to business tools. And we can make product. I think this is it right here. I think this is it right here. It says tools for service providers. So the service I'm providing is good music. These professional solutions make it easy for customers to pay you for contracted or freelance work. You can accept payments with in-person QR codes or professional invoices, or let customers book your service with the click of your PayPal.me link. When you need to pay for supplies, you can easily send money or make payments with the PayPal business debit card, which we already have. So we could do a subscription, make an invoice, make the QR code. We got the debit card. But we want to actually give them a product. So I think we're going to have to make okay. Let's go back to chat and have a little chat, shall we? Okay, so I'm in the PayPal app.
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait a bit and try again.
I am in the PayPal app and I want to know if there's a way to make a tier when I sell this project. Like, say, if they pay from $1 to, let's say, $10, they'll be entered in a raffle to win a contract and gain a portion of the ownership of the music. And then when we go to another tier, like $10 to $20, you get entered in that initial raffle, and you also get entered in the raffle to win a T-shirt, right? And then you go from like 20 to 50, you get maybe like a T-shirt, the ownership raffle, and like, I don't know, something cool. And then go up from there all the way up to like maybe $1,000. Help me come up with like a tier list. And if that's even possible in PayPal, just give me a little bit of direction on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I can give you some direction on that. So, inside PayPal itself, there isn't a built-in tier pricing system where you can automatically set up different reward levels based on how much someone pays, but you can definitely do it manually and set up a tier list on your end. For example, on your sales page or wherever you're promoting this, you can lay out those tiers. You can say something like, if you pay $1 to $10, you get entered in this raffle, $10 to $20, you get a t-shirt plus the raffle, and so on all the way up to your top tier. Then you just keep track of who pays what amount and you fulfill the rewards accordingly. It's a bit more of a hands-on process, but it totally works. And it's a great way to give people that incentive to support you at different levels. So yeah, you can just list out those tiers, handle it on your end, and let people know exactly what they get for each amount.
Okay.
You're welcome, and definitely if you need any help fleshing out those tiers or figuring out how to communicate them, just let me know. It's a really cool way to let your fans choose their level of support and feel like they're part of something special. So just shout if you need any more ideas.
Okay, so as far as the tier list, I got if they pay a penny through $10, they get entered in the ownership raffle as to where they gain a a certain percentage of ownership of the music when it's officially launched, and they get to pick the song. Which I guess we could do several raffles. They get to pick the song they want to do the ownership over, and then we have the next tier, 10 plus through $20. They'll also be entered in a T-shirt raffle, so they get both raffles. And then the next tier I got going from $20 plus to $50. What should be this next tier? What should be in this next tier?
Oh, I love how you're setting this up. It's got a really cool interactive vibe. So for that $20 to $50 tier, you could add something a little more exclusive. Maybe they get both raffles like before, plus a piece of limited edition merch like a signed poster or a special digital thank you video from you. That way they're getting something that feels really personal and unique. So in that $20 to $50 range, they get the ownership raffle, the t-shirt raffle, and maybe that extra personalized item that makes them feel like they're getting a little VIP treatment. I think that could be a really nice sweet spot for that tier.
All right. What about the next tier?
Yeah, for sure. So for the next tier above that, maybe something in the $50 to $100 range, you could ask something really special like a one-on-one virtual meet and greet or a listening session with you. That way they're not only getting all the previous goodies, both raffles, the merch, the personalized item, but they also get some direct time with you, which can be a really cool experience for your fans. And then if you want to go even higher, like up to $1,000, you could think about something like a super exclusive bundle. Maybe they get executive producer credits on a track, or you create a custom mini song or shout out just for them. Basically, the higher they go, the more unique and personalized the reward can be. It all just makes them feel like they're really part of your journey.
For the $50 to $100 range, I'm gonna do a studio session with custom lyrics for whatever upcoming song or project I have. How's that?
Oh, that's a fantastic idea. I love that. It makes that tier super special because you're giving them something truly personalized and letting them have a little creative input. Plus, it's a really cool way for them to feel like they're part of your music making process. So, yeah, offering a studio session with custom lyrics for an upcoming song is an awesome perk for that $50 to $100 range. Definitely makes that tier stand out.
What about from $100 plus to 250?
Yeah, absolutely. For that $100 to $250 range, you could take it up another notch. Maybe you offer something like executive producer credits on one of your tracks. That means their name gets listed in the credits, which is a pretty big deal for fans who want to feel like they're really part of the project. You could also include some kind of super exclusive merch, like a limited edition hoodie or Saya vinyl if you have physical media, or you could even offer a private virtual concert just for them or for a small group of their friends. Basically, something that makes them feel like they're getting a premium behind the scenes experience and a unique connection to your music. So that tier is all about giving them that VIP feeling.
All right. For the $100 to $250 range, I'm gonna go with a signed vinyl and a personal show, and I also have uh, a venue to throw it at, so that'll be perfect.
Oh, that sounds awesome. A signed vinyl and a person you show is a really cool combo. And if you got a venue lined up, that's even better. It's like you're giving them this super exclusive experience that they'll totally remember. So yeah, that $100 to $250 tier is going to be a real highlight for anyone who wants that personal touch. Sounds like you got a perfect plan.
What about the $250 to $500 range?
Yeah, absolutely. For that $250 to $500 range, you can really dial it up to something extra special. Maybe you offer them a full VIP experience, like having them come into the studio with you for a day to see behind the scenes, or even have a co-writing session where they can throw in some ideas. You can also give them some kind of deluxe merch bundle, like a custom jacket or a whole set of branded gear that no one else gets. Basically, this tier is where you can offer that really premium behind the scenes access, or something that makes them feel like they're part of your inner circle. It's all about making them feel like a VIP and giving them an unforgettable experience.
I'm thinking custom VIP jacket, maybe with some leather and some embroidery, plus all the other amenities that I'm offering in each tier.
Oh, that sounds super slick. The custom VIP jacket with leather and embroidery is definitely going to make them feel like they're getting something truly exclusive. I think the second that on top of all the other amenities from the previous tiers makes it a really awesome premium package. So anyone who goes for that $250 to $500 range is going to feel like they're getting the full VIP treatment. I think that's a perfect top tier reward.
All right, what about 500 to 1,000?
Absolutely. Let's go all out for that $500 to $1,000 range. At this level, you can really offer something ultra premium and personal. Maybe it's a full day in the studio with you where they get to see the entire process of making a track, or you could even create a custom song for them. Like they give you a theme or a story and you turn it into a track just for them. And of course, they get all the previous perks too, like the VIP jacket, the signed vinyl, the raffles, and the personal show. Basically, this tier is where you roll out the red carpet and give them a once in a lifetime kind of experience. It's all about making them feel like a true VIP and giving them something super memorable.
Okay, let's scratch that. We're going to go 500 to 750. That will be a custom song in the studio.
Absolutely. That sounds like a perfect plan. So for that $500 to $750 range, offering a custom song in the studio is a really special and personal reward. They'll love having a track that's uniquely theirs, and it's a fantastic way to give them something memorable. Plus, stacking it with all those other perks is just going to make that tier feel super special. So I think that's a really great sweet spot for that level.
And then we're going to take it up a notch, go 750 to 1,000. That will be custom video along with the song.
Absolutely. That sounds like an awesome next step. So for that $750 to $1,000 range, adding a custom video along with the song is make that tier really stand out. It's like giving them a full creative package where they not only get their own custom song, but also a personalized video to go with it. It could be a lyric video, Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be an amazing top tier. So basically, for that $750 to $1,000 range, they're getting the ultimate personalized package: a custom song and a custom video that's just for them. And of course, they'll get all the other perks from the previous tiers too. It's a really awesome way to give your biggest supporters something truly special and unique. Sounds like you got a fantastic tier list all lined up.
Okay. So we got the tier list. How do I
Absolutely.
how do I present this information all at once? Do I have to go do like a GoFundMe, or can I like set up my own GoFundMe type of deal to where all of this information is listed along with the music being attached to any purchase?
Yeah, definitely. You have a couple of options for presenting this all in one place. One way is to use a platform like GoFundMe or Kickstarter, which is already set up for tier rewards. You can list each tier, explain what people get, and then link your PayPal or upload the music files as part of the rewards. Or if you want to keep it a bit more in your own ecosystem, you can set up a simple website or even a dedicated page using something like Squarespace or another site builder. You can outline all the tiers there, add your PayPal links for each tier, and let people purchase directly. That way everything is in one place and you can customize it however you like. So yeah, either route works. You can use a crowdfunding platform or create your own page. Just choose whichever feels right for you and you'll have a great spot to showcase everything.
Okay. thinking Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter is a great choice. It's got a cited structure for doing exactly what you're looking to do. You can lay out all your tiers clearly, add images or descriptions for each reward level, and people can just choose their tier and pledge. Plus, Kickstarter makes it easy for you to share the campaign on social media and keep everything organized in one place. So I think that'll be a great home for your tier rollout. Once you get it all set up, you'll be good to go.
You know, the only thing is, I don't necessarily like using third parties to hit goals like these. I rather have full ownership of the whole project. That way, you know, nobody's taking a cut, and I also won't be excluding my main partner in this whole thing, which is the producer. If I'm doing all of this on my end, he's not really being able to see, you know, the progress and things of that nature. So how could I also include him in it to where he's comfortable with letting, you know, funds starting to come in without actually receiving any up front?
Yeah, I totally get that. If you want to keep everything in-house and have full ownership, that makes a lot of sense. What you could do is set up your own landing page on your website or a dedicated page that you control. That way you can handle all the payments through PayPal or any payment processor you like, and no third parties are taking a cut. As for keeping your producer in the loop, you could give him access to that page or set up a shared dashboard where he can see the contributions coming in. There are tools like Google Sheets or other shared documents where you can track the progress transparently. That way he feels included and can see exactly what's happening without needing a third-party platform. So basically, you can keep it all in your own ecosystem and just share the info directly with them.
All right. So now I'm kind of feeling like I'm making all these plans, but you know, Redban is ultimately the owner of the music as far as, you know, the beats and the production goes, which is, you know, the main ingredient for the whole project. So I actually want to reach out to him before we get any of this started, because I mean, we already started. I got all the songs recorded as far as like a preview / fundraiser version goes. I did let him know of my plan so far, as far as wanting to do this project with him. And let me see. Also got another producer right here, 41 Savage, who kind of on my head right now. Let me go ahead and look. Okay. So let's just take a look at these emails here. Let me go ahead and delete this Tech Buzz one. That's kind of old. DLH Media Group, they do a lot of bookings for major events. If anybody is interested, I suggest hitting them up. And you can go to dlhmediagroup.com. Let's just take a quick look at what they got going on real quick. That's DLH, not DH. DLH. While that's loading, let's look at these dates. May, June, July. So this is old. They do free consultation. we actually let's go ahead and set this up since we got them up. So DLH Media Group is a prominent arts and entertainment media management company. 10 plus years of industry success working with talent and brands, right? A team evaluates your brand current position in the marketplace and provides you with priority access to key information. Your assessment will give you insight on how to efficiently expand your brand awareness with current and potential fans and ways to associate with other industry professionals. To schedule your free consultation, submit the following: latest recording or videos with the links preferred, social media links, contact number to reach you. All right. So, name. Oh, here we got the blue screen of death. Wasn't expecting that. It said K mode exception not handled. SYNTP.SYS failed. All right. We also want to get a new computer. And I think that's another video that I want to make as to where I just go down a list of things I need to accomplish the goals that I have for myself. And that way, I can put it in the air, put it in the universe, it'll come back to me, things of that nature. I can't even go live on Instagram no more. Because they say you got to have 1,000 followers now to go live. And I have 167. So, let me see. Yep, post, story, reel. That's it. All right, so let's make a story. All right, this is the story for the day. Right now, we looking at $1,785 to get this Super Red project done. And I'm going to show you the math on that in just a second. Okay, bring it back up. If I did that right. Story for the day. Right now, we're looking at $1,785 to get this Super Red project done. And all right, this story for the day. Right now, we're looking at $1,785 to get this Super Red project done. And I'm gonna show you the math on that in just a second.
Because left me so overstimulated.
All right, so here we go. We got 7 beats on the project. Why the camera look like that? Oh God, hold on. Okay, yeah. 7 beats on the project. Each beat is $100, so that's $700. And I'm gonna use 1 hour of studio time per song to get it the way I want to sound. That'll be $55 per hour, 7 hours, $385. So that puts us at a total of $1,085. Then I want to get each song mixed and mastered, $100 per song. Another $700 bring us to $1,785 for the project to sound completely the way I want it. Alright, so here we go.
Gil. Man. What? You niggas should get heck instead of doing all that fussing. Hit it in with no discussion. I swear to God, you boys be making moves where y'all. Gil. Man. What? You niggas should get it.
I created diesel from plastic. I have created
You're now listening to the sound. You're now listening to the sounds created by Detroit producer Filthy Rockwell, the man behind music, who worked with Kanye, Detroit's own Big Sean. But it's time to talk about the season of giving. Filthy Cares Holiday Kickoff, 7th annual.
people be like, violence isn't the.
You're now.
Okay. So should we just go? Yeah, I think we just go ahead and use PayPal. Cause I don't know, Kickstarter. I say we use PayPal and be transparent, right?
You're now listening to the sounds created by Detroit.
Knew that if I made the money,
All right, so while this is loading. Okay, so 1,700 to get the music exactly the way we want it. And I mean, after that it'd just be, the rollout. How do I want to promote it? How do we do all the paperwork that goes behind it? So basically 2 bands to get the music right. And then, wow. This shit just cut off as I'm using it. Yeah, I need some new stuff, bro. Phone not working right, computer not working right. Just gonna take it one step at a time. So let's go to PayPal. Let's log in. Because we want to get the digital product. We want to have it to where these are the files. If you pay this, think that's the right password. Yeah, okay, cool. Just a sneak peek into the life of a independent musician. I mean, yeah, I got a team, but you know, quite honestly, we don't really have conversations like this. I mean, we do, but we don't just sit down and bust the PayPal and you know what I'm saying. It's all good. If you want to see a change, you gotta make it. It's only gonna happen with the man in the mirror. All right, so do we do payment links and buttons? And this is making me want to have an AI assistant within the browser, like the Comet from Perplexity or the Atlas from OpenAI, because they be knowing like all of these buttons that I'm looking at. I would have to go through and try to figure out which one does what. We're gonna hit this create, and then we're gonna create. Do we create an invoice? A person-to-person request. Now I want to say it's a link or a button to be honest, because it's like you do the link, they hit the payment, and then this is what they get type time. I want to say person-to-person request is not the way I want to go. Yeah, that's not it. It's gonna actually have to be operations. Let's go to the resource center. Let's actually go back to chat. Put up that chat we was just on. Do. Let's go back to. Was it not personal? Let's see what this solopreneurs thing is. gonna say, write an email to Red Band explaining briefly hope I spelled that right, what I want to do and how I want to do it. And have him respond with his own input. And overall feelings for the plan. I check for $1. All right. So I'm gonna have chat, write an email to Red. Okay, let me just read it. Hey Red Band, I wanted to share an idea I've been developing and get your honest feedback on it. I'm putting together a fundraiser, a pay what you want bundle that includes several of my projects. Supporters can name their price, download the full bundle through PayPal and WeTransfer, and automatically be entered into raffles for exclusive rewards like merch, studio sessions, and even partial ownership rights once we hit certain funding goals. The rollout plan is to handle everything in-house, no third-party platforms, and market it directly through social media visuals and maybe a few live performances. I like to build excitement around the exclusivity and community aspect while keeping everything transparent for anyone involved, including you. I'd really like to hear your input on this, both creatively and from your perspective on what could make it smoother and more impactful. How does the overall direction sound to you? Appreciate you taking the time to check it out. Looking forward to your thoughts. Peace, Supernova Juno, Midboy OC. All right. So as I'm reading this, I'm actually coming to another issue, which is I'm including Red Band on this mainly because his beats are basically straight from YouTube to my computer, and then we took it to a studio session, made the songs. And even though I've been keeping verbal communication up with him as well as emails and text messages, I feel like I'm aiming all this at him because I haven't paid him yet. But on the flip side, the other projects include producers that I also haven't paid, such as Pyro the Don. I have four songs in a collective project with him on there called Super Pyro, as well as Super Red, all are produced by Red Band. That's 7 songs. And then I got the BandLab Rap Pack, which is an assortment of producers that I haven't even, some of them I reached out to, some of them I ain't gonna say I stole none because I ain't making no money from any of their beats or any of the music that I put out using their beats yet. But basically, their beat got ripped off of YouTube. I ripped their beat off of YouTube, used it, and just made some music I wanted to ride to. But if I'm coming to the other side, which is the commercial side of this, so we got the personal side and we got the business side. So if I'm coming to the business side, I feel like I have to let each producer know what the plan is. So now I'm gonna have to backtrack and get a list going. Take care of this real quick. Ugh. She has to be taking a break. 82, Jesus. Yeah, I'm still like that. Feel that?
A little bit harder.
Okay, try that.
Perfect, thank you.
Sure.
Yes. If I can go, I could stand for it to be a little bit hotter, but I'm okay.
I got you.
Just like a smidgy. Like a smidgy.
Try that.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we've been running this for 82 minutes. I think we take a little break and charge the phone, and then we'll come back and we're gonna reach out to all the producers that's involved. We're gonna have to do a list. All right.